Yesterday was first time here for
It's okay. So everyone, let's get our books. So I forgive you guys for not being here. You wrote your times. So it's well understood. I don't know. We just keep flipping back. Today's the topic is outlawing violent sports. Okay, and we said. And we said, outlawing violent sports simply means banning, to ban violent sports. Okay? So we did the warm-up questions, which was asking, what do you see in the picture above? We did, what happened to the person on the left, and are people in the picture wearing safety equipment? If so, what kind of equipment do you think they're wearing? And then we went ahead to do, can you think of any sports where players hit each other, and name as many as you can, okay? And we answered those warm-up questions, and we went ahead to read unit passage, okay? We read that and we underlined the main ideas and supplementary ideas. So that's a little throwback. The unit passage was talking about the young man who was just 16 and loved to play American football. Okay? So while he was playing, he was hit by someone and he died. Alright? So the passage was giving different reasons why people should quit playing violent sports or why the government should ban violent sports. And on the contrary, people also argued that the sports might not be very harmful to people, that they wear some safety equipment to keep safe. So that's what the topic was virtually all about. So let's go ahead. Let's continue from page 16. Opinion A and B. Let's read opinion A all together. Everyone, boxing. 1 to go.
Boxing is not a sport. It is legal as the sport. That's why I believe it and other violent sports should be banned. Just look at how short and clear the years of this episode. Your professional football players complete more than 4 seasons. Some boxers get after just one match. Simply put, violent sports can easily destroy a person's body. Although it is brutal to force to be players, sends the message that violence is acceptable and even fun. Rather than encourage violence, we should promote teamwork and safety. Banning violence comes where both bad and violence work together, but it'll play a role in making the world more peaceful.
Okay, so we got that. Is there any question on that? Any word you don't understand? Vocabulary? No. Let's go to opinion B. Everybody, let's read our word today. 1 to go.
Our word today is to raise too many laws. People need more freedom, not less. This is why banning violent sports is a horrible idea. First of all, consider the loss of personal freedom. No one athletes who play these sports make the calculated choice to do so. They know the dangers and accept them. Society should not prevent these people from playing the sports they love. Moreover, watching violent sports is thrilling. This is not a new concept. Thinking of the gladiators who fought to the death in history wrong. By comparison, violent sports of today was today. Let people have fun. Let them play and watch violent sports.
Right, good. So now let's underline the main idea of each of these opinions that we just read. And let's find the opinion which is supporting the argument or the motion. Remember, the motion is violent sports should not be legal to play. Violent sports should not be legal to play. Okay? Find the opinion which is for and against, and what are the supporting opinions. So we have two supporting opinions in each of the arguments, and create one more for each of the opinions. Opinion A and B. You done? For some of you who are just joining the class, you can refer back to the reading passage to be able to figure out this quickly. Just scan through. Finished? You're done? Okay. Let's do it all together. It's It says the first one, underline the main idea of each opinion. Okay? Opinion A, what is the main idea? Who can tell us? Mhm. The main idea is that's why I believe it and other violent sports should be banned. Okay. Opinion B. Right. This is why banning violent sports is horrible idea. Horrible idea. Is that what we all got? Huh? Is that what we got? Okay. Alright, so which opinion is for the emotion and against? That's right. A is for and B is against. What supporting ideas does each opinion give? Opinion A, let's consider the supporting ideas of opinion A. We have two, we've got two there. Can simply put, violent sports can easily destroy the person's body. That's right. That's the first one. What's the second one? Right. Allowing these brutal sports to be played also sends the message that violence is acceptable and even fun. For opinion B, what is it? First of all, consider the loss of personal freedom. That's right. That's the first opinion. And the second one? Watching violent sports is thrilling. So now everyone have to share their opinion. The fourth one. Okay. Are you ready? Go ahead. For opinion A.
For opinion B, also this is one of the sports. Anyone who is doing sportsmanship will not and confidence.
Okay, let's hear you. That's right. Good. Yes. Very good one. Okay, good. Next. Great. Great. Now, let's go over to the next page. The next page says, how can you create expert opinion examples? Okay? How can you create expert opinion examples? Now, a few things I need to teach you on that. Every subject has experts. Every subject has expert. Every job has an expert. Okay? You can't, it doesn't matter how good a judge is. You can't take a judge into the surgery room and say, hey, you are so good, you are super smart. Just do the surgery on the patient. You can't do it, right? Likewise, you can't take a doctor into the courtroom and say, oh, he is the best surgeon. You go into the courtroom and give judgment. it's rather devastating. He might give a biased judgment, right? So every subject has experts. Likewise, every every opinion have experts. Okay. For example, also every job has experts. So when you create opinion or expert opinion examples, you have to search the internet. You have to find experts relative to, just like we're talking about violent sports, there are lots of experts who play violent sports, both wrestling, kickboxing, football, arm wrestling, taekwondos, and all of that. These guys, they are lots of experts, famous experts. Right? So when you are finding expert opinion examples, you have to use your search engine. You have to find it on the internet. And not only on the internet, you could also find expert opinion on news articles. You can find them on newspapers. You can find them in different places, even in books and magazines. Okay, or the internet, which is very near to us. Okay, rather than looking for magazines, you can just type in the expert opinion you're looking for on Google or Naver, and you can find that. So that is how to create it. It says using expert opinion examples use ideas and information directly from by experts from different subjects. You can find expert opinion on the internet or newspaper, like I said. Why your argument is correct. The keywords that explains why your argument is correct. That's expert opinion. Give between one and four sentences that prove your team's point. When giving your expert opinion, start it with an introductory phrase like this includes, according to, you write the expert name, you write his job title, and then you state what he has to say. Our argument is clearly supported by the opinion of expert name, job, and title. Okay? Expert names and job title strongly believes that. So this is how you can use expert opinion, okay, to support your argument or to make your argument stronger. So practicing debate skill, create experts for each argument by using the expert opinion. First, choose the part you want to introduce with the phrase, then draw parallels on the argument. So let's try it out, everybody. Let's try it out together, and I'll help you out afterwards. The first one is Dr. Patricia Woods, a medical doctor. The second one is Sin Lady, a lawyer. So create an expert example from those two. Very detailed. So when you put the expert and you use this idea to support. collect all the necessary facts and examples from the expert opinion and make your example in your own way, in your own words. That's what the building is. We good? All right, let's share our opinion. The first one.
According to Dr.
Patricia.
Patricia, and the doctor, the number of years associated with viral is really high. For example, football players often result in calcium forms, raised ones, and broken bones. And boxers or
Term ligament. Do you know what it means? Do you know what term ligament?
yes, I don't know.
You don't know. Torn ligament means, do you know? You probably should know. Torn ligament is, muscle cramp. If people who do sports, people understand. That's torn ligament. Uh, it's called muscle pull or muscle cramp. Like if you exercise a lot, your muscles could get torn. Very painful. It's called torn ligament. Yeah, go ahead.
And doctors are usually likely to get started with some procedure has used. Some
First second one.
and second, according to the TMJ lawyer, one of the main freedoms of our society is freedom of choice. And and this means that there are enforced with this right. So we should not sit back and let this right to be taken away.
All right. That sounds quite good. Okay, so just go ahead, finish up. Let's get it. Is that all? That was very short. The second one. Okay. Okay. Good. Yeah. Great. That's your share. Okay, good. See, we are speaking the same thing, but in a different language, right? So I'll do mine as well. According to Dr. Patricia Wood, people who play violent sports have an extremely high chance of suffering injury. For instance, football players can suffer from a number of injuries, including cuts, bruises, broken bones. Boxers can also deal with many injuries. The head injuries they receive can impair their speaking ability for the rest of their lives. And these facts clearly shows that violent sports can be outlawed because they are too dangerous. So that outlawing, remember I told you, it can be banned, okay? Because they are too dangerous. And the second one, lawyer, how do we call that? Strong, right? Or sin? Is this sin or strong? Lawyers Levi or lady strongly believes that banning violent sports would be a violation of people's freedom of choice. See, he's speaking from the standpoint of a lawyer. Lawyers know more of our rights more than us, right? So some of you want to be a lawyer. You want to be a lawyer, right? Who want to be a lawyer? Who wants to be a lawyer? George? Prosecutor? Or some? You have to study a lot. It's not so easy. He claims that adults understand the risk of playing violent sports, since people who play violent sports could be putting on, he claims that adults understand the risk of playing violent sports, since people who play violent sports could not be putting on non-players, would not be putting non-players at risk. So it's like a mutual consent. So I know this is wrong, you know this is wrong, and we just decide to do it. So we're not putting harm at risk. But that's not the case. Sometimes when you watch wrestling, they keep fighting their opponent and suddenly they start beating the referee and hitting anyone, you know. So this opinion might be a little shaky. Okay? They should have the right to play this sport, as this example illustrates. Outlawing violent sports would take away our personal freedom. And like I said in the last class, I said, if you outlaw violent sports, there are also a lot of things inclusive. Those who you banned to stop violent sports would come against the government for banning them. Why? Because violent sports is not the only sport, it's not the only thing that government should ban. Smoking is also dangerous, but the government allows it. Drinking is dangerous, government allows it. So there are lots of things that are dangerous in the society and the government allows. So if you ban violent sports, they're going to come against the government. Why do you let people smoke? You should ban. So if we begin to ban, it's a total ban. Everything should be banned. You know, so it might be intriguing to go that direction. But anyway, it's just for emphasis. Okay. That's where we have to finish today. But for the sake of those who weren't here, we're going to revert. We have a few minutes left. We're going to revert back to the reading passage. Let's read it together again, just for them, okay? Because next class is going to be brainstorming, like we're making teams to debate. So just so you guys have a clue what we do. Okay? Alright. So reading passage. We take turns. You do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'll do 6. Okay? Go.
Anthony was one of the most dedicated players on his high school football team.
We can't hear you. Can I get you the mic? I have a mic. One. Sports such as football, boxing, wrestling often result in serious bodily harm and sometimes even death.
For these reasons, many are calling to make violence virtually illegal. The most concerning reason to ban violent sports if the physical injuries may cause. Sports such as boxing may typically cause permanent injury.
Control the physical occur more about secondary offenses and those that have injuries to receive boxing career.
In addition, keep in mind that society already restricts other violent activities.
It is illegal to act violent people in most countries. People caught fighting are very likely to be sent to jail.
Like in Korea, right? It's a big crime to fight. Go ahead.
In our society nowadays, violent behavior is worse because violence to be restricted of life.
Finally, final sports. Should not say violence is okay. Every year, the news reports about young children getting injured by playing football or engaging in activities.
Banning this sport would keep children safe.
I still believe that violent sports should be allowed to continue. Athletes should have the freedom to play violent sports if they need to. Professional sports players, boxers, and wrestlers are full adult children may face consequences with types of injuries.
Violence needs to be judged permission very important. Safety is also a high priority with violent sports.
These sports have rules against excessive violence.
Sexual improvement is restricted. For instance, football players wear helmets and also playing to reaction that can tend to prevent injury. When there is an injury, medical professionals are always needed to treat the
So all fire plants to consider the unit of the plastic for prevention and for prevention of foreign different priorities.
So, there's an eye there. Over the